No, Chris, where's your phone? No, so what we used to do is, so we live by the Park Center. We live by the Park Center, and they put in walking trails when I was young, like 5. No, we would go out and walk, and they would have the road graders and the backhoes and all that heavy equipment out there. And they were unlocked. I'd go up and just play them.
You would not.
Yes, absolutely. What do you think I do for work? I work for a locally owned business. We're friends with the owners. They'll have me, like, I've driven gators since I was 8. They just leave me out in the back driving around in a gator. That's why I like driving. Like, it's funny is I've gotten good backing up driving because driving forward got boring after a while when you hit ADHD, so I would drive backwards because that was more fun. I'm the one that backs things in and out of the family. I'm like, when the cars are in the wrong position for us to leave in the morning, I'm the one that goes and fixes them if I'm up on time. And then, like, no, they'd have me drive tractors. Here's how funny it was. When I worked for the florist for the little bit I did, the other coworker that worked there that I cat sat for, that was the one that got me the job. It's like, oh yeah, he knows how to drive a tractor from his other job. And second day, I kid you not, this lady was like, I need you to drive to my house and go get my tractor. I said, is it hydrostatic or manual? I said, is it the forward or backward pedal or is it a manual shifter? She's like, I have no idea. She looked at me like I was crazy because she'd only driven the thing like once in her life.
So did you know how to do it?
Yeah, it was a manual. Those are easier to drive. They're for longer distances because they don't hurt your foot. You put it in gear and let it go. Huh?
Yellow and black shirt.
He was racing?
Yeah. I wonder when I would start getting kids that I taught. Really having
Did you ever teach?
They're old enough. I mean, I've been doing it 18 years, so really would have had equivalent right after high school. Should have been like right after high school, maybe like 14 or 15 by now.
Do you remember teaching the Spanish runner?
Yes. Ellen?
She's been at the middle school over 20 years.
Oh no, there's lots of teachers that Eckert was not Eckert.
The health teacher?
Health or ELA?
Health. She was here when I was here. I didn't have her class, but she was
That's probably why she goes along so well with the.
And then obviously Mr. Levitz guy. He's out here. He's a play director. That was in that one.
What's that job? Like a
He's a para. He helps out in Spain.
like a paralegal.
No, paraprofessional, just you help basically do whatever. Like a teacher's assistant.
Okay. Paraprofessional, like for teachers.
What did you say? No, he's like a paralegal.
You're only
I
halfway
guess
legal.
that it kind of comes from the same. I'm sure it's the same root.
Paralegal is like a lawyer.
It's the same thing. Like exactly. It's a teacher. We call it paraprofessional.
Why does it do that?
What?
I just don't notice those two little bars that come out and then.
Well, I should climb up the wall and try to fix them.
On
it.
Is that what you do?
Not to fix them. I'm just confused. I'm just wondering why they're there. They don't. Looks
I
like
couldn't run up that wall.
There must be something in there that has to have.
So here's the plan. I'm going to jump onto you. You're going to throw me that. I'm going to pick a bar, hold myself in the bar, hold myself up, hold it.
You know what that's probably for? Somebody wants to Indiana Jones off the balcony.
There might be something out. That might be outside the roof.
Oh, right. Doesn't it drop? Yeah, you probably want your sound clip back, don't you? We need to use it to work.
They want to be in math, they want to be in ELA, and they want to be in science.
Ratio,
Right, the subject.
Yes.
There you go.
That's all the recording. All you do is put it at 16.
Wow. Okay, there you go.
So notice when you did that, it starts flashing, pausing, record up here. It means it's armed, but it's not doing anything. So 4 or 7 record 5 and 8 stops. Do I still have that whoops. I still have this soft button over here set as tab 2. Boardmark. My dad puts it best. If there's a button somewhere, I want to touch it.
I don't like that sometimes.
Oh yes, absolutely. Why do you think so many of my mom brought this guy's been so allergic for 13 years of my life? Yeah, why do you think I bought the guitars I said? When she was spraying 2 years ago, I would have been miserable by then. I would play that thing for like 3 hours a day because the CD was spraying.
You run after school, so you go down to school.
No, because when she was ready to leave, we were ready to go. That's when people were like, what do you do sports? Like, because the amount of time that a sport needs, and I'm so far away from home. If I forget something at home, I'm done. I can't just go home and get it. It's a 9-minute drive. You can't just don't forget. You have ADHD? It's not that simple. I have like, if you wrote my ADHD out, each letter would take out. The ADHD thing that made 4 pages.
They had to put me on medicine when I was 5 because
What medicine? Same!
hey, so they took the ADHD test for me in kindergarten. On the test my teacher gave me, I had a 99% chance of having it. And the one my parents gave, they said I had a 100% chance of having ADHD.
I finally met somebody with the same medicine as me. I've never met anybody with the same medicine as me. It's always been out. Or some other medicine.
Some guy in my class was complaining about having his stomach hurt and stuff, so and he was talking about because it was from his medicine, and I knew he had ADHD, so I asked, I said, Folkland, huh? And it freaked him the heck out.
Well, I think I got him situated. What do you think about this? Let's give him a round of applause, right? You guys look amazing. I'm so proud of you, and I really am. I'll tell you what, we have worked hard on this. What have we been working on this? Probably since October, you think? Yeah, man. Way to go, guys. Hey, we'll talk more about this later on this evening, but hard work equals success, right? And you're about to see it. Wait till you see these guys. They're amazing. I really appreciate all of your hard work, and I appreciate everybody that's helped me, from Mr. Kearns to Dr. Roots to Dr. Brown to everybody that has just allowed me the flexibility to do this kind of stuff with these kids. Wait till you see what they've done. You're not going to believe your ears and your eyes. So, should we get started, guys? Yeah! All right, here we go.
figure it out. This year's Christmas concert has an American theme. We'll be singing songs that Americans did when our country was just the beginning.
That was more than 200 years ago.
I'll bet it was very different from the way we celebrate today.
Yeah, but we still hear about some of their weird customs.
You mean like the Duolog or the border set?
Yeah, like that. And what the heck is figgy pudding?
I don't know, but I don't think I want any.
You know, I think the Yule log was practically a whole tree. It was really big. Men that owned lots of land or estates and had big houses and big fireplaces burned the Yule log for the whole Christmas season.
Whoa, that must have been a big fire too.
Can you imagine dragging a whole tree into your fireplace?
Well, we drag a whole tree in our living room. You know, a Christmas tree?
I guess we do. I wonder how these traditions got started in the first place.
I don't know. I guess they're just passed along from person to person and from generation to generation.
Our ancestors had customs and beliefs that they practiced and taught their children to practice and so on.
Even so, traditions don't have to be ancient.
That's right. We started our own traditions since we were little.
You mean like watching Christmas specials on TV every year?
I'll bet our ancestors didn't do that 200 years ago.
Not even that. But we're always adapting traditions too, adding our personal touches.
I suppose that means we all have traditions, doesn't it?
I wonder what kind of traditions the kids had a couple hundred years ago. Wouldn't it be so cool to go back in time and ask them?
When America was just becoming a new country, there were people from all over the world. Some of the people were immigrants and some of them were born here. They lived in cities, towns, farms, and villages. They spoke many different languages and many different accents depending on where they lived and where they came from. They had many different lifestyles, yet they had many things in common too. Christmas.
Christmas was celebrated in many different ways. Some religious groups honor Christmas with quite deep teen prayer, while others were quite exuberant and filled with the outward expression of joy. In fact, the 12th country, George Washington believed in making very merry at Christmas time, at least until the war began in 1776.
His home was decked with... He opened his home in Mount Vernon in Virginia to everybody he knew at Christmas time. His Christmas celebration went on for days with guests coming, going, and staying all along. His home was decked
with grand Christmas decorations, and he provided all the food and drinks anybody could ever want. But one of the best parts of the Christmas celebration for George Washington and all of us was the Christmas music. Tensions began to mount in the 1770s. England wanted to control America as a colony, but we wanted our freedom.
After the Declaration of Independence was written and signed in 1776, America went to war. That first Christmas, we were not as joyous as Christmases past. Many men, young and old, were away from home, fighting for our freedom and for the freedom of our families. Still, we sing on Christmas when our hearts were lit and colored times.
That didn't do very well in the beginning of the revolution.
In December of 1776, we were cold and hungry. America didn't do very well in the beginning of the Revolution. In December of 1776, we were cold and hungry. Our soldiers were tired and scared, but General George Washington was very brave and very smart. He had an idea which could have turned out terribly for our young country.
General Washington led his soldiers across the icy waters of the Delaware River. The British Army were celebrating on the other side and were not expecting a fight. General Washington's strategy paid off, and the British Army were completely surprised.
It was a victory for the young American Army. It was only one victory, but it was a victory we needed. We still had a long battle ahead, but now we had hope. The Revolutionary War lasted for many years. And though the British were defeated long before, a peace treaty was not signed until 1783.
And in all that time, we continued to celebrate Christmas each year, even though we waited and prayed for the war to end. At long last, it did end, and our freedom had been won. On Christmas Eve night, 1783, General George Washington returned to his beloved Mount Vernon just in time to celebrate once more. There was, of course, great merriment.
Over the river and through the woods to
while they're coming down, did I mention that we never did get a chance to rehearse on the stage before tonight? What do you think of that? Great job, guys.
You know, I don't think that there's much difference between the way kids celebrated Christmas and the way back then and the way we do now.
I know what you mean. Even though there was a war, they continue to celebrate just like we do today when there's a war. They hope that the war would end so they could be together again with their loved ones, especially at Christmas.
That's exactly how we feel today. Their families and friends were part of their spirit even when they were separated, just like today. And they had gatherings and prayers, just like today. They had big feasts and decorations too. They even used evergreens like pine, spruce, and holly, just like we do today. And of course, music was a huge part of their celebration, just like today.
I guess it's true. Even though 200 years have passed, we're not that different after all. And now it's our turn to pass our traditions, customs, and beliefs down to future generations of Americans. We've learned a lot from those early Americans, especially how to celebrate an early American Christmas.
Try to make the changes that I
Hey, keep that clapping going for my speaking. Where's my speaking lines? Great wave there, everybody. All those speakers out there. Wasn't that amazing? Nice job. Hey, how about my small ensemble? Give a big wave right there at the end. Yeah. Oh, what about my soloist? Oh, great job. Where's she at? That was amazing, wasn't it? Woo! I thought it was a recorded voice on there, but it wasn't. It wasn't. Great job, guys. I told you. So there it is, right? Hard work equals success. We talk about it all the time in my classroom. Hard work equals success. And it's not just about this, right? It's not just about music. It's about anything you do in life. Do you remember that? Whether you play soccer, or basketball, or baseball, or gymnastics, or maybe you're an artist, or maybe you like poetry, and you work hard at it, it's going to take you very far. This is proof right here, right? This is proof, man. Way to go. Way to go. Another big I don't know about you guys, but I get really emotional with this, and I really appreciate everybody. This is the way we get into the Christmas spirit. And I know someday I'm going to probably retire from this, and I'm not sure how I'm going to be able to take it because this is the reason I'm here. I feel like it. So thank you very much for being here. A couple of thank yous. I've already talked about my principal. I really appreciate Mr. Kearns helping me out and taking care of all this stuff for me. All of my teachers, they're all here somewhere. So thank you, all my 5th grade teachers. Let's give them a round of applause. Thank you guys. I got a couple guys up there. Now, I'm serious. We did not have a dress rehearsal for this, so we didn't actually come in here to rehearse this. We practiced in my classroom, right, the whole time. Just this morning, we practiced in my classroom, and we came over here tonight and did this. So I'm so impressed, especially with my crew tonight. So Mr. Borgmeyer, Will Borgmeyer, is on the lights for me. Let's give him a round of applause. Thank you so much, Will. And then Connor Zuskiak, he's been helping me with the sound, and Connor is a cadet teacher for me. I'm so proud of him. He is going to go to Southeast Missouri State University. He's a senior, and guess what he's going to go study? Music. He's going to go be a music teacher. I'm so proud of Connor. So, one more big thank you. I think this kid's been with me since 5th grade, literally helping me with my shows. Casey Walker's up there. Let's give him a big round of applause. Okay, I'm sure I forgot somebody, but we got to go, don't we? Hey, Merry Christmas, guys. I hope you have a great time. Hey, let's do this in an orderly fashion. How should we do this, guys? What do you think? Row by row, class by class. Oh, I got a better idea. I bet the boys can tell me what the idea is. Are you ready? Ladies first. Ladies, come on up here. Hey, look over the front of that stage and find your parents, okay? Hey, don't leave the stage until you find your parents, okay? Take a look across that stage, and then walk off to your right, my left, your right, okay? Walk over there. Watch it, don't fall over the stage, okay? Head over that way, girls. Over that way. Be careful, girls. Watch where you're going. Find your parents.
I was after him in 5th grade back in the city.
Boys, just sit down and take a nap or something.
That I didn't get to that. That was Sean on the
Just sit down and take a nap. Those girls are going to be alone.
Light-O-Rama is a weird...
I spent a week in cadet teaching me how to get one on one. And then we decided it was too much work. I haven't even learned how to do sequence programming.
Hey, really, ladies, make sure you find your parents.
The thing is making my son.
And be careful. If you can't find your parents, get back up here on the stage. Hey, boys, come up here by me, okay? Come up here by me and see if you find your parents.
Have to before the CNC.
Hey, great job, guys. Really. Big fist bump here, guys. Way to go. Nice work. Everybody looks so nice. Really. Hey, wait. Can I get a selfie? I'm serious. I want a selfie. Are you ready?
No, it was, hey, how does this work? And then it was...
I no longer have it.
And then it was me on the back table with the tablet running sound. The tablet with the computer. Yep. The best was right from this kid one time.
Hey, seriously, be careful, guys. Watch what you're doing. Find your parents. Find your parents.
The dial, and it went from like 30%
Watch where you're going.
to 75%.
I think we're creating a couple of numbers here. Watch what you're doing.
I've noticed that the thing that the kids struggle with the most is the second and third verses.
A little bit. You did fine. I thought it was fine.
Not saying it's like everybody's having fun. No way. I'm talking about 85. 85 is nice. 85 is the parts. It's an extra light. When I worked in 1983 is the group of house lights. No, I don't know why I moved those numbers. I never get to do anything like this. It's not buttons. It's not buttons. And a weirdo? Such a weirdo. You gotta agree with theater.
Should I leave them off the camera?
Oh, you better fix this.
I don't know, it's your job.
And English, yes.
Yeah, you did the thing John Mulaney did.
John Mulaney? Oh, you watch John Mulaney? Fun. I tried those up those guys that they were green. What's one thing you try? Oh, she was thinking of the movie. She was taking it? You can't drag them out of the way? So we can't go there.